and welcome to Hall Pass, the show that brings you up close and personal with the amazing and talented students of the Virgin Islands. I'm your host, Cynthia Graham. As you can see, today we are not in the studio. We're actually on location at the St. Thomas St. John District annual STEAM Day. And we're going to be observing and learning about some of the wonderful projects our students have prepared. But before we do that, I am joined by Keisha Corbett, and she is the technology coordinator in the St. Thomas St. John District, and she's going to give us an overview of STEAM Day. Welcome, Keisha. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So we are at STEAM Day.
Yes.
Give us a little overview about STEAM Day, its origins, and what's going on here today.
So here in the district, we put on a S.T.E.A.M.Fair every year, and it includes myself, the technology coordinator, Mr. Avon Benjamin, the math coordinator, and Mr. Gerald Walters, the science coordinator. So we're tasked with ensuring that schools have in-school fairs, and then the winners from those fairs come to the district STEM fair. And last year we came up with the idea of adding a STEAM Day where students can just come and they just explore the different areas of STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. So each station has something that engages them. So it opens up their eyes to the world of STEAM. And by doing so last year for the first time, we actually had more entries into this year's STEAM Fair. So this is something that we are planning to do every year now, just to expose children to the world of STEAM, because even in careers now, students basically just have to make up their own jobs. Like, they have to create their own jobs. We don't have enough students that's entering the area of STEAM. So we're trying to introduce that to our students from 4th grade. So students from 4th to 8th grade, they come out. Right now, today, we have about 400 students on the floor.
Okay.
And they just get to explore for the entire day. Make things, build things, break things apart,
Right.
whatever. It's
Yeah.
just many things just going on right now today on the floor.
So about how many entries you said?
There's about 400 students, and we have about probably 25 activities. So they're
okay.
rotating throughout the different activities during the day.
Right. Now, in terms of STEAM, what's available for students, I guess, careers? What kinds of careers students could expect to have under the umbrella of STEAM?
Well, under the umbrella of STEAM, we're looking at careers where children, even at this age, they can become entrepreneurs and create their own apps that they can put in the app store and
That's
people purchase.
really big, yeah.
Yes, so we have some students that's really doing great things. I know last year we had a student for the STEM fair. Her app was trying to find the traffic on the island. So you would go into the app, tell it where you're going on the island, and it will give you the best route to get there to avoid the traffic.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And this year she came up with a even better app where she's taking our local companies like Laha's Closet, the Natural Hair Store,
Okay.
and she's matching their outfits and their hairstyles and for different events that's happening on the island. So you could go into her app and just create yourself a look from stores here locally.
Wow.
And students are creating their own video games, they're programming. So there's thousands of jobs up there. Like, a student can literally make up their own job at this point and just become their own boss.
That's wonderful. Now, STEM and STEAM. I know it's so STEAM, just for clarification, STEAM is the new
STEAM
term
is the new, yes.
that's being used with the addition of art.
We added the arts, yes.
Yeah. So why was it important to include art in what we had previously known as STEM?
Because when you look at things like video game design, you still have to have that artistic piece because there's a programming piece where they're programming how the characters may move, but you still need that artistic piece. So you need that person that's able to draw out the characters in your game and things like that. So there's the creative side to the STEAM that we were missing. And it's very important because you still have to be creative. You still have to be able to design and make art and things like that.
Right.
So nationwide, they've added the arts to STEAM.
Okay. Now, I know earlier in the week, all week, it's been STEAM Week, correct?
Yes, STEAM Week.
And so we've had students from the different grade levels presenting and showcasing their projects. What were some of the things that happened on the floor here earlier in the week?
So on Tuesday, we had our technology fair. We had about 115 students on the floor from K through 12th grade. And we had students that entered graphic publishing, programming, creating apps, um, video production. So there were 7 categories for that day. And then on Wednesday, we had our science and math for K through 6. And yesterday, we had our science and math for junior high and high school.
Wow.
And then today is a culminating activity of the STEAM Day.
So that's really exciting, and I know our students are learning a lot. And I believe now we're going to take it down to the floor. Keva, are you there? What's going on the floor? What are you seeing downstairs?
Hi, Cynthia. Thank you. I'm down on the floor here. This station, the students are just building stuff. So I'm here. Just tell me what these kids are doing right now.
Hi, my name is Justin Roberts. I go to the Sheldon Maya High School. We are allowing the kids to play with the product Little Bits.
So tell me what Little Bits are. It looks interesting. So can you let me know what Little Bits are?
Hi, my name is Deganner Carwood. I represent Ivana Yudorkin High School. And Little Bits are just an innovative toy that children can play to learn how to create a full circuit out of their own curiosity.
So they're just inventing anything that, comes to mind. They're just piecing things together.
Yes, basically.
Interesting. So let's take it to some students. Hi, guys. So tell me, what are you guys building today?
We're just basically trying to make a bedroom setting.
A what?
Bedroom setting with a fan and light.
A fan and a nightlight here. So I see that. So tell me, you just piece things together and you
Together. Yes, we just piece things together.
I see a battery over here.
This is the main power source. The main power source for everything.
Okay, so what are you guys going to call this invention? Because you can make millions of dollars off of this. Any thoughts, anybody? Give it a cute name.
The best internet.
The what?
The best internet.
Internet. We got light and fan.
Electricity.
Electricity. Okay, we could work on the name, but you guys are having a good time. It looks fun. All right, thank you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys go to what school?
Emmanuel Benjamin Alva Manufacture.
Oh. You have a whole factory going on. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Keva. So Keisha, so there's a lot, obviously STEAM Day is all about being hands-on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so just talk a little bit more about that.
So I can give examples of some of the things we have on the floor. Outside in the foyer, we actually have students building kites from scratch. So using plastic bags and paper, and the kites really fly. So after they build the kites, they go outside and they fly the kites. We have things such as makey. If you look down on the floor, the students are playing a video game using their body parts. So they're using the electricity. Their body is like the conductor for the electricity. So without their body, the game can't work.
Wow.
And we use things like foil or whatever to produce the electricity.
Yeah,
that's
I saw
going
that.
through
They're
the
kind
game.
of jumping.
So yeah, they're
on
playing
that.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And we have other things like slime. Slime is a big thing this year. So we have a station where students are making regular slime, or they can make it with shaving cream where it comes out fluffy.
Right.
We have drip art. So that's taking crayons and melting it with a blow dryer, and it creates like this nice little artistic piece.
Right.
We have cut up t-shirts. So the governor has banned plastic bags.
Right.
So we've come up with an innovative way of making bags that they can go to the store with. So with the t-shirts that we had at home, huge t-shirts, we're teaching the children how to make bags that they can take to the store, and they don't have to pay 10 cents for Kmart's bags anymore.
Wow.
They can take their own bags to the store.
Yeah.
We have students making cars out of toilet paper rolls and bottle covers and a balloon that actually work.
That's really impressive.
So there's a lot of things that's going on, and we have different challenges that's making the students think outside the box. So they have to work together as teams. So we partner up the children with students from other schools, and we put them to do things like the marshmallow challenge. They get 10 spaghetti straws. They get 1 marshmallow, a yard of tape, and a yard of string, and they have to build the tallest tower that they can with those materials. And then the group with the tallest tower wins. So it really forces them to think outside of the box.
All right, I think Keva has another presentation down on the floor with some instruction on marine life. Keva?
Yes, Cynthia, and I'm here with the marine debris presentation here. So just tell me a little bit about what's going on the table and the activities that the students have.
Okay, so my name is Javon Stout, and
Howard Forbes Jr.
and today we're basically here on behalf of the University of the Virgin Islands, or more particularly the Virgin Islands Marine Advisory Service, and we're all about marine debris education. So we're going to start off with, what is marine debris? How does it affect our local wildlife, and how does it affect us? Then we kind of move down the table so that we can.
So we have the students exploring a beach box. So this is part of a NOAA Marine Debris Grant, Pride in Our Seas, Pride in Ourselves, a NOAA grant that UVI was awarded. And so the beach boxes is a way to get the kids into the beach and learn about the different types of trash that we have on our beach without actually taking them to the beach. So we have man-made trash, we have natural products, and so we want the students to be able to identify what's actual trash from what's natural products like coconut shells and seaweed. And so a lot of the trash that we're finding, it's all plastic. So we're having the kids be able to identify and understand that plastics don't break down, they are harmful for our environment, and we're teaching them things that we can actually do to reduce the amount of impacts that these plastics are having.
Got it, thank you. And you've participated in this activity, correct?
Yes, I have.
Tell me what did you do and what did you learn?
Well, they gave us tweezers to pick out natural debris and debris to see which one is actually for the beach and which one is not for the beach. Plastic, cans, makeup, or anything that has plastic or metal in it that can damage or hurt our sea creatures.
And did you get it right? How hard was it?
It wasn't that hard to tell the difference because I actually have a love for marine biology and I actually want to save the local waters we have here.
So this is very, very interesting for you. So you got a lot of information, and do you think about going to the UVI and studying marine biology?
Yeah. I actually want to do their summer programs so I can actually get a love more for marine biology.
All right, thank you, and this is an awesome display. Back to you, Cynthia.
Well, that was interesting, and that was one of the things that really caught my eye, especially with the ban on plastic bags. So it's wonderful that our students are learning, how to keep our island clean.
Yes, and I would like to just say thank you to those gentlemen, because every
Yes.
time we call on them, they are always willing and able and ready to come and present to the students. It's never a problem. And they also judge the fair for us also.
Oh.
So they really keep up with us and really try to help us out as much as they possibly can.
Okay. And one other thing I wanted to get your insight on, another pretty cool, I think this was technology, a game called Cosmos?
Osmo, yes.
Osmo, yeah.
Osmo is awesome. I love Osmo. I actually learned it while I was in, I can't remember what state I was in, but I walked into a store and I saw the guy playing it. I was like, what is this? And he's like, Osmo. So I had to buy one for my daughter. Okay. And when I got home and I played with it, I was like, oh my gosh. So the game basically, it has different features to it. So there's numbers, there's words, there's tangrams, there's coding. They just added a pizza game. So the pizza one is the new one out. No, I lied. There's coding music that just came out last week. So I called the company last year when we was having this themed, and I said, hey, I want to display the Osmo. Are you guys willing to send us one? And they sent us one for free.
Oh, nice.
So then I was able to purchase a few more, and the students love it. And what I love most about Osmo is even though the students are playing, they're actually learning at the same time. So the numbers teaches them how to add.
Yeah.
The words teaches them how to spell. Tangrams is all about shapes. But the one game that they're now addicted to is the pizza game. So the students are playing with the iPad, and there's a little piece that sits on the camera.
Yeah.
So it kind of reflects off of the table. So it reads, the iPad can read what you're doing.
Right.
So with the pizza game, the people come into the store, they order the pizza. So you have to make the pizza, put it in the oven, and then you flip the tray over, and you have to pretend like you're the cashier now, and you have to give them back change. So it starts out easy, like the pizza costs $7, they gave you 10. What change do you have to make?
Yeah.
And then as they go through the game, it gets more and more difficult. So it's teaching them how to make change, how to add and subtract money. And as they get harder, it starts going down to coins, nickels, and dimes. And then when they don't master that, it actually takes them back.
Right.
And they have to build back to that again. So it's a great tool, and it's really inexpensive. It's $99 for the basic Osmo pack.
Oh, fascinating. I think we have more from Keva down on the floor. Keva, what do you have for us next?
Yes, Cynthia. So we're at this station where it's arts, science, a lot of things going on. We're building cars. So just tell me a little bit about the science behind what the students are doing here.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Oliver Elcock, and I work out at the Curriculum Center. And today I have two students with me. Can you say your names, please?
My name Kira Flama. My name is Husnaimi Jing.
And right now we have some finished product. So this is the ultimate goal, is to make a car with all home products. We have like the recyclable covers, we have the straws, we have recyclable toilet paper rolls. So everything here you can make at home. And then these ladies went ahead and designed their cards. And so the science behind these cards is when you blow air into the balloons, it also blows the air back out and pushes the balloon out. Okay, so that's a law of physics, that whatever you put in, the opposite reaction. So you push something, it gets pushed back. So the air is being pushed back, and the car is being propelled.
Okay, great. So you guys, just tell me was this easy? Was this fun? I see you guys have decorated your car. So tell me how this activity went for you.
They're fun, but I like the car and the balloons. They're fun.
Okay, so tell me how this works when you blow the balloon, and just kind of tell me how it works.
When you blow it and throw it to the floor, like it running, because the air flow the car up.
Okay, so basically when the air comes out, it just propels the car forward. So is there anything special that you had to do to make sure that the air comes and pushes it forward? Like I see you have some straws here, some skewers. Tell me how you had to make sure that everything fits correctly.
You have to tape it and fix all the thing and put the wheels and straws to make the car.
Okay, and how is yours going?
So tell them the design is part of it. So it's where you place the balloon. So sometimes these kids have to go back and forth, trial and error. So at one point you place the balloon close, another point you place the balloon far, and each time you try it, you realize, wait, I could do something else. And that's how we come about getting the cars done. And you had fun with your car, right? Okay, did your car run? Okay.
So it's all about the scientific method. If it doesn't work this time, try it again the other time. Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Keva. That was fascinating. I enjoyed learning all about the propulsion of these cars and how you create them. At this time, we are going to actually show you some highlights from the S.T.E.A.M. Fair in St. Croix. St. Croix District also recently held their S.T.E.A.M. Fair, and we have some photo highlights for you. So take a look. That was wonderful. Great to see all of the projects and the activity there in the St. Croix district as well. And now I am joined by Janae Provost, and she is Program Manager for Professional Development in the St. Thomas St. John district. But here at the STEAM Day, she is sort of doing a little bit of everything. And Ms. Provost,
Yes,
glad to have you on the program.
glad to be here.
And like I said, you're sort of wearing a lot of hats today.
Yes.
And if you could just tell us a little bit more in depth about the art in STEAM and what that all entails and what students are learning when it comes to art as it relates to STEAM.
Sure. So the A in STEAM has been recently added to STEM, and so the art is really about bringing out the creativity and connecting, showing students that you can connect art to science and technology, especially when we think about graphic arts and we think about when we're engineering things. You know, there's an artistic element to that. And so today, some of the activities that the students are doing, one of the things that they're doing right over behind me, is they're working on a poem about being a scientist, what that means, what that feels like. And then on the back, they're actually drawing a picture of what would represent their person as, you know, a scientist or an engineer. And so it can be abstract art. I've seen things like boxing gloves, and you ask the kids, well, what do you mean? And it's like, you know, we're knocking out those hard problems, you know, and some kids are drawing their own faces, portraits. So it's really about tapping into the creativity, what's creative to them. In the front, we have a marvelous display from a young lady in, I think it's All Saints School. And she actually, there was a new discovery of some planets, some which are 39 light years away.
Wow.
And so she actually took foam balls and replicated the actual planets using paint. And so she did all the research. She could tell you everything about these planets, where they are, but she loves to draw. And so she loves the arts. So that's one of the things that you can do and connect with students.
Yeah.
Another challenge we have over here is a Goldilocks bed challenge.
Okay.
And so we talked about what Goldilocks went into the bear's house, and, you know, and she didn't break the bed because it was strong enough.
Right.
So they had to engineer a bed, and some children actually chose to draw a bed. And so they talked about we need some reinforcements here so that the bed won't fall. And so it's really, really interesting to see how creative students can be. And also in the Poetry Center as well, where they're doing the poems about centers, I was encouraging some of the students, why don't you read your poems? And I want you to read them with expression. How does it feel to be, to solve a problem? Or how does it feel to be frustrated? You know, and so they kind of do a dramatic play with that. So I'm really excited that the A has been added.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, for students, I mean, I was that kid.
I was just going to say, I was just same here, you know, like I wasn't the science kid. I definitely wasn't the math kid.
Yes.
So when you add something like the A, the arts, that's another group of students that you're pulling in.
Correct.
Yeah.
When I was in the classroom, for our vocabulary words, we would dramatize them. So if we had words like volcano, you know, show me what a volcano does. If we planetarium, and so they were able to act those things out or draw those things. And so, like you said, we're reaching another group of students,
right?
And we're sparking their interest in areas like math and science.
Okay.
And especially for our artistic kids, you know, our kids that love arts and touching and feeling and acting. We really sparked their interest by introducing the arts.
Yeah.
And so I'm very, very happy and excited that it's really a part of what we're doing today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Provost,
You're
for
welcome.
sharing that. And we definitely look forward to, you know, continuing to hear about how the arts is now incorporated into STEM, which is now STEAM. And so I think that's pretty exciting.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
thank you for having me.
Sure.
And I hope to see you around. Make you do some acting.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I think we have more from Keva down on the floor. I've been really enjoying the presentations down on the floor. Keva?
Hi, yes, and over here is a really, really fun hands-on station that I want to get into. We're making Play-Doh, so tell me what ingredients they're using and just how they're just making this Play-Doh.
Good morning. This is, they're just using some cornstarch, and they use conditioner. And what they'll do is they'll mix 2 ounces of the cornstarch, and then they'll start to put in conditioner. We don't have a preset measure of the conditioner because it varies. And then they just keep kneading it like if it was dough. And then they just do that. They just knead it until it gets to a consistency so it looks exactly like if it was dough.
So this is hair conditioner, correct?
It's hair conditioner. Just you get the cheapest one if you're doing it at home, if you want to try it. Just the cheapest one. It doesn't really matter.
So you guys hear that? Hair conditioner and cornstarch. So you could, if you have kids and you don't want to go out and buy Play-Doh, it's going to be fun for them to make it themselves.
It's a great activity to do on a rainy day.
Oh, definitely. So we're going to take it to, hey guys, you're making Play-Doh. Is that fun?
Yes.
Tell me, what did you use? Your hands are all red.
Starch.
Cornstarch and conditioner. So you could do this at home. When you go home, you tell your mom, I learned how to make Play-Doh today, and can I make it? You gonna go home and tell her that?
Yes.
Why you chose red for your color?
I think it would look nice like that.
Okay, so you're gonna take this home and play with it?
Yes.
Do you have real Play-Doh home?
Yes.
But you like this one better because you made it from scratch, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anybody else want to talk? Ooh, your hands are really, really red. You had fun making this Play-Doh?
Yes.
Yes. What was your favorite part?
The one when you put the colors on.
Oh, put the colors on. You gonna make some more in different colors?
Yes.
Yeah, you gonna do it home too?
Yes.
So everybody is in the ending stages of making this Play-Doh. Yours is a couple of different colors. What you have here?
I have my masterpiece of Mars that is green. That's all.
So this is you looking like a planet, correct?
Yes.
So you guys are getting back to. Oh. All right, thank you guys. Back to you, Cynthia.
Well, that's fascinating. The making of homemade Play-Doh. I love that. I think once I get done here, I'm going to go down there and see if I can get into that. And so we are here at the STEAM Day in the St. Thomas St. John district. We're learning all about the different, not careers, but the different projects and the different things that students can learn as it relates to science, technology, engineering, art, mathematics. And so here at STEAM Day, a lot of learning going on, a lot of creativity going on. We just heard from Ms. Provost about the arts that was recently added into STEM, and so that has now turned into STEAM. And so it's been just a wonderful, wonderful learning experience for our students. And of course, we know that science and technology, all of these things are the wave of the future. And it's wonderful that our Department of Education, again, across the two districts, they are bringing these things to our students, engaging our students in all of these opportunities and, preparing them for the future. So I believe we have come to the end of our show today. And again, live here or on location at STEAM Day in the St. Thomas St. John district. I'd like to thank all of the students for showing us their projects and the participation that we see going on. And until next time, I'm Cynthia Graham, and I'll see you again on Hall Pass.